Hello students, welcome to the online classes of Modi Public School. This is Dr. Ruchi Bhatnagar welcoming the students of class 9th for this geography session. Today we will start with the first chapter of geography, that is India, size and location. India is a vast and complex country. More than a country, it is a subcontinent because it has been existing as a distinct geographical unit since the ancient past. It has now moved forward, displaying remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology, and overall economic development. It has also contributed significantly to the making of the world history. You must be knowing that India is one of the ancient civilizations of the world. Students, now we will discuss about the location of India in the world map. See the given picture. From this picture, you can clearly see that India is located in the northern hemisphere. What is the position of India? It is located here, and you must have studied in earlier classes that equator, the 0-degree latitude, divides Earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So you can see this is the dotted line which represents equator, and India is located above this equator, which means India is located entirely in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, you can see this dotted line at the center of the earth. This dotted line is prime meridian. It also divides earth into two vertical equal hemispheres, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. This is western hemisphere and this is the eastern hemisphere. So where India is located? India is located entirely in the eastern hemisphere. So this is the location of India. It is located in the northern and eastern hemisphere, and it is located in the largest continent of the world, that is Asia. It is located in the southern part of Asia. See this brown colored part, brown colored continent is Asia, and India is located southwards of Asia in the northern hemisphere. The mainland of India extends between latitudes 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north, and longitudinally it exists between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. India is divided into almost two equal parts by another important latitude, that is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer, which is located at 23 degree 30 minutes north, passes almost at the center of India, and it divides India into almost two equal parts. The Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states of India, namely Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. We will see it in the next picture shown. In this picture, you can see the 8 states through which Tropic of Cancer passes. See, the states are Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Students, this is important from the point of view of map work also. You have to locate and label the states from which Tropic of Cancer passes. So make it clear in your minds. Now we will discuss the size of India. The land mass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. Do you know, students, this is only about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world, which makes India the 7th largest country in the world. What do you understand? That India's total area accounts for 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world, and India comes at number 7 in terms of the areas of the country in the world. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers, and the total length of the coastline of the mainland, including both the island groups, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea, is about 7,516.6 kilometers. That means India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers and a coastline, including both the islands, of 7,516.6 kilometers. See the next picture to make it more clear in your minds. Now see this picture. This picture will make you understand clearly the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India, the position of Tropic of Cancer, as well as the land boundary and the coastline of India's mainland. See, India is located latitudinally between 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north. Longitudinally, India is situated between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. Now see the land boundary of the mainland of India. This is the land boundary. And the coastline, from here starts the coastline of India, including the coastline of the mainland of Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. We have discussed it earlier that the length of land boundary of India is 15,200 kilometers and that of the coastline of the mainland is 7,516.6 kilometers. We will refer to this picture again when we will discuss the chapter further. India is bounded by Youngfold Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast. India's landmass begin to taper south of about 22 degree north latitude. You all have seen the map of India and you have noticed the shape which is tapered towards the south. And where does it starts to taper? India's landmass begin to taper south of about 22° north latitude. From there, it extends towards Indian Ocean and divides it into two seas, Arabian Sea in the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. The latitudinal as well as longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30° both ways. You have studied the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Both ways it has an extent of about 30 degrees. The north-south distance is 3,214 kilometers, while the east-west distance is 2,933 kilometers, which we have seen in the last picture. I will show it to you once again. The distance north-south wise is 3,214 kilometers and the east-west distance is 2,933 kilometers. Now see in this picture, the north-south distance is 3,214 kilometers and the east-west distance is 2,933 kilometers. Now the next topic of the chapter is Indian Standard Time. Before understanding this, let me explain you a few things. Everybody of you know that the earth rotates on its axis once in 24 hours and in this process covers 360-degree longitude in 24 hours. Thus, to cover 1 degree longitude, it takes 4 minutes. Did you understand? The earth rotates a complete circle, that is 360 degree, in 24 hours, and therefore for 1 degree rotation it takes a time of about 4 minutes. Now previously we have discussed that India is located at a stretch of 30-degree longitudes. So between the easternmost point in Arunachal Pradesh and westernmost point in Gujarat, there is a time lag of about 2 hours. 30 multiplied by 4, there is a longitudinal span of 30 degree. So for 1 degree longitude it takes 4 minutes. So for 30 degree longitude it will be 30 multiplied by 4, that is 120 minutes. So there is a time lag of 2 hours. So to avoid this confusion in the time of Arunachal Pradesh, or we can say from in the western part of the country and in the eastern part of the country, time along the standard meridian of India is taken as Indian Standard Time or IST for the whole country. This standard meridian of India is at 82 degree 30 minutes east and it passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. Now I am explaining once again in short. Because India is located at a longitudinal stretch of 30 degrees, therefore in the time period from the easternmost point in Arunachal Pradesh and the westernmost point in Gujarat, there is a time lag of about 2 hours. And to avoid this confusion in the time, a standard time is taken, which is the time along the standard meridian of India, which passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh and is at 82° 30 minutes east. This time along the standard meridian is called as Indian Standard Time or IST for the whole country. In this picture, you can clearly see the standard meridian of India, which is being plotted with the dotted line. See, it's here. This dotted line represents the standard meridian of India, which is at 82° 30 minutes east, and it passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. Now, the next topic of the chapter is India and the world. India occupies a central location between the East Asia and the West Asia. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west and countries of East Asia, provide a strategic location to India. As we all know that the peninsular part of India protrudes into the Indian Ocean. This helps India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast, because India is at a central location between East Asia and West Asia. Okay. Now, India has the longest coastline on the Indian Ocean as compared to other countries. This eminent position is the reason which justifies the naming of Indian Ocean after the name of the country, that is India. Indian Ocean is named after India. Now, we will discuss the topic India's contacts with the world. India has ages-old land route relationships with the world. Her relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. That means the ancient travelers used to come to India through these land routes much earlier as compared to the ocean routes. The various passes through the mountains in the north have provided passages to these ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities from India to many other countries. The ideas like those of Upanishads, the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, similarly the Indian numeral system, the decimal system, could reach many parts of the world through these routes. The commodities like spices, muslin, merchandise were taken from India to different countries of the world. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculptures and architecture from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country, which shows that the exchange of ideas was very frequent between India and other parts of the world. India has widespread contacts with other countries of the world since ancient times. So now we have come to the last topic of our chapter, and that is India's neighbors. India has an important strategic position in South Asia. As of April 2020, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan in the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east. In south, our neighbors are two island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. India is separated from Sri Lanka by the Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Maldives lie to the south of Lakshadweep Islands. Let's see the next map to get a clear understanding of this. Look at this map and you will get the idea of the location of various neighboring countries of India. In the northwest, see, this is Afghanistan, this is Pakistan. In the north, we have China, we have Nepal and Bhutan. In the east, we have Bangladesh and Myanmar. And in the south, we have Sri Lanka and Maldives. So these are the neighboring countries of India. So with this, we come to the end of our first chapter of geography, India, size and location. I hope you have understood the chapter well. Go through the pages and prepare yourself well.